The alien crew stared at the screen, slack-jawed. The human had just eaten a 10-year-old can of beans, used duct tape to fix a broken airlock, and made fire with a battery and chewing gum. Is this some kind of joke? Commander Trask muttered. But it wasn't. It was just another Tuesday for the species that called themselves human. Commander Trask of the Virelian Empire had studied Earth for years. His mission was simple: test the resilience of this odd species by stranding one human on a desolate moon with only a primitive emergency kit. The crew expected the human to panic, scream, maybe last a few days. Instead, the subject, a mechanic named Jonah Briggs, started by singing loudly while unpacking the kit. "These people sing during crisis?" Trask asked. His analyst shrugged. Apparently, they also talk to themselves. Constantly. On day 1, Jonah used aluminum foil to reflect sunlight into his shelter. On day 2, he built a water condenser from a broken tarp and his own socks. "You gotta love multipurpose fashion," he chuckled. He cooked expired Marie's without complaint. Still better than airline food. By day 4, the alien crew was unsettled. "He hasn't cried once," noted one. "He seems entertained," added another. Trask ordered silence and more observation. On day 5, Jonah danced. He blasted a music file from his old comm pad and moonwalked across the crater floor in zero gravity. "This moon sucks," he said between moves, "but the vibes are unreal." The aliens were baffled. "He's adapting too well," Trask grumbled. Jonah used a solar blanket as a flag, claiming the hilltop, in the name of boredom. Later, he narrated his own survival documentary to imaginary viewers. Here we see the wild human, surviving on beef jerky, stubbornness, and spite. Trask grew nervous. Surely he'll break soon. No stimulation, no backup, no tech, just a basic survival kit. But Jonah wasn't just surviving, he was innovating. He created tools with rocks and ration tins. Made a radio antenna from his own hair and wire. "I once built a toaster from scrap," Jonah said aloud. This is child's play." When he found a way to charge his pad using thermal rocks, the alien tech team gasped. "He's making power from rocks?" Trask shouted, "Is this some kind of joke?" Day 7 arrived, and so did the storm. Winds tore across the moon's surface. Jonah hunkered down with duct tape sealing his shelter shut. He recorded a video message. "If I don't make it, tell my landlord he still ain't getting last month's rent." The aliens leaned closer. As lightning cracked above him, Jonah looked up and said, "Well, nature, do your worst. I had spicier chili last week." He slept through the storm. When morning came, the aliens expected wreckage. Instead, Jonah crawled out of the shelter, stretched, and said, 5 more minutes would have been perfect." Trask finally snapped. "Why does nothing break them? They're alone, hungry, cold, and they still joke." His science officer replied, "Sir, they don't see this as punishment. They see it as a challenge." "Worse," added another, "they see it as content." Jonah looked up at the alien surveillance drone and winked. "Hope you're enjoying the show. I rate this moon a solid 4 out of 10. No pizza." That wink was the final straw. Trask slammed his fist down. "Bring him back. I need to ask what kind of species laughs at suffering." Jonah was teleported aboard the Virelian ship. Blinking under their sterile lights, he looked around and said, "Wow. Fancy." Trask approached. "What are you?" Jonah smiled. "Just a guy with duct tape and an appetite for chaos." Trask demanded, "You didn't fear isolation?" "Oh, I did," Jonah replied. "But fear's just another survival tool." Then he pulled a granola bar from his pocket. "Want one?" The Virelians returned Jonah to Earth, deeply shaken. They rewrote their reports, Humans are not to be judged by appearance or equipment. Even with nothing, they persist. And they joke. Across the galaxy, warnings were issued. Never underestimate Earth's people, not because of their weapons, but because of their mindset. Jonah landed to cheers, holding the empty emergency kit like a trophy. Reporters swarmed him. "How'd you survive?" one asked. He grinned. "A little duct tape, a stubborn streak, and the absolute refusal to be boring."